Well, hey, maybe Ridley Scott fucked up. You know,
I don't know.
more than what he did with the script.
blame him.
Yeah, I know. Because I tell you what, sitting through this, I fucking was nodding off like in the first 20 minutes, and then I looked over at Corey, and Corey was passed out.
And I woke up and said,
he woke up.
I said I would not mention this to anybody because all they do is make fun of me. And then I saw everybody else how bored they were. Like, fuck, no, they'll forgive me.
No,
for this
it was
one.
fucking boring. I had people looking at me from across the way, just going like, "What the fuck are we watching right now?"
Yeah, the movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I fell asleep a little bit after the movie started, which was 8 o'clock. I woke up and thought, like, how much did I miss? Because this is dragging. I must have missed all the good parts. I looked at my little iPhone and I was like, it's 8:38. It's eternity in here.
Right. No, it was fucking purgatory. I was like praying for somebody to either start a fire or pull the goddamn fire alarm because I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
I don't
need
know
to
what
get out of
Ridley
here now.
Scott was thinking making this thing, really. There's just no one you give a shit about, and it's so blatant about it that actually there's this moment where, of course, as you know, Robin Hood and Marion end up together, one of the great famous couples. When it finally happens in the film that he's like, I love you, you're like, really?
Yeah, when did that happen? Did we miss a 2-hour reel of that or something?
Okay, well, granted, it happened after they were only together for 3 days, but back in those days, they didn't live that long. They had to get on
true.
it.
3 days, you were pretty much middle-aged at that point.
Yeah, they didn't have much time. Even at the beginning of the movie, they said King Richard is about the age of, and we're thinking like 50, 55, and they're like 40.
Yeah, they were like his time is almost done. He's 40.
Yeah, he's
40.
He's practically 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah. They didn't have any Flintstone vitamins back then.
But speaking of Mae Marion, I mean, Kate Blanchett totally wasted in here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She was phoning it in. I thought everyone was phoning it in because I mean, their parts were so, like I said, so sporadic.
There just wasn't enough for them to do.
Yeah, there's nothing for them to do, and nothing to relate. You can't relate to characters that you only see for like split seconds. I mean, and that's why the movie just completely lost me.
Well, for example, Kate Blanchett, a lot of these characters, they just do things by their actions. That's how they're trying to build personality. Kate Blanchett, we don't know that much about her, and then like, oh look, she's putting on her armor. She was an independent, strong woman.
I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it failed miserably in the film.
Sure did.
Yeah,
it was only an excuse for Robin Hood to be able to take on the Mark Strong big bad guy and have the audience be like, yeah, you better do it, because otherwise you'd be like, wait, who is that guy again?
Right.
Who really cared about that guy?
And Fried Tuck, who raises bees so he can have honey. Anybody think that he wasn't going to throw those bees at the enemy at some point?
Well, the moment
they came on the screen.
Yeah.
Bee bomb, motherfucker. Now that's another thing. There's some moments of humor in here where, especially for a Ridley Scott movie, they're lame. Like when the French are invading, they come up to the sheriff of Nottingham, and he's like, "I'm a quarter French. My mother was half French on her side." And I was like, "Wow, man, this is really the comedy in this is embarrassing."
It was like, what movie was that from? Because it wasn't that one.
No, and the editing is bad. I mean, for a Ridley Scott movie, the action in here horrible because they not only film the action too close, but they put a strobe on everything, and then the editing is bad. In the middle of a battle scene, they cut to this really awkward part where all the people are invading in the background, and there's this one guy with like vomit, like looks like oatmeal was poured on his collar, and he's just sitting there strumming a guitar, and it's like,
why was a friar just hanging out, just strumming a guitar?
It's like, wow, you really ruined the pacing of this action scene by putting that in.
Well, that was part of why this film was confusing at points, because it was so badly edited. It was like, wait, how did these things go together, and what's going on here? There were whole scenes going on that it was a good minute into a scene before I figured out where it was supposed to be taking place and what the fuck was going on.
I think I know the answer to all your questions, guys. I think Max von Sydow fucking edited this movie. It's all fucked up.
He was blind.
Paste. Where's my glue?
Well, it's funny, like we keep saying, it's all over the place in its pacing and timing, but it really was, because it kept changing locations and putting location down at the bottom of the screen. So many, like every 10 minutes, it's like, guys, it doesn't matter really. Just say England. We know.
We're clear. It's England or France, and that's all we need to know. Really,
they even should have. If they kept doing it so much, they should have went as far as to say, "Meanwhile, back in Nottingham,
back at the Hall of Justice."
No. I would have preferred if they just put the fucking book so I can read it, so I can understand what the fuck was going on each scene.
Well, they actually did. it at the beginning and the end there, remember? Like, this is the tale of Robin Hood. You may not have heard of him before.
But yeah, man, at the end they say, and the legend begins. I'm like, sorry, that should have been part of the title of this movie so we knew coming in.
Yeah, because this is you should have told this whole story in 10 minutes. Yeah. This whole movie should have been 10 minutes of a Robin Hood film, and it should have said end of prologue at the beginning, and then shown us the actual fucking Robin Hood movie.
Yeah, you were so right, man.
Show me the Robin Hood fucking movie for dummies. That's what I want.
Or if nothing else, you know what? Condense this down to 30 minutes and then show the Disney cartoon. I'd go with that.
Oh, yeah, I was longing so much for that fox to jump on the screen. I was like, damn, give me some talking animals at this point.
Give me some emanation.
Yeah,
please.
I would have nailed a Fox Kate Blanchett. I'd totally tear that shit apart. I'd hit that so hard her mother would need a cigarette afterwards.
Shit, her cartoon talking mama would have needed that.
Exactly.
But man, I have to tell you, they really are starting to take the allure out of the mythology of old medieval England and these kind of things. I mean, I remember seeing it in the Kevin Costner Robin Hood, and I'm thinking, this is cool. They're trying to represent these small villages and outside the castle and the kingdoms as like just this dirty, nasty, muddy ass place. But that just reminds me of a bad day at a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
It's like, I really want you to keep that mystique up of, I mean, even if it's just false.
I'd rather it be a fantasy than see rats running around on the kitchen table while they're eating.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the shit crusted under their fingernails.
Well, the problem is, at the point where you see the rats eating the food and that they don't care, you disconnect from them. You're like, wait, I actually have nothing in common with these people.
No, you nasty motherfucker.
Are we talking about the movie or are we talking about Cyrus's place?
They filmed it in my house.
It was all done in his backyard.
I was like, wait, I've been here before.
That's why the action scenes were shot so close is because he's working in Cyrus's backyard.
They said it had a lot more in common with medieval England than actually anything in England right now.
They had to edit Cyrus out.
And look, if you want us to hate your villains, I mean, really give us some depth to these villains and make them hate them, because, like I said, a lot of these other people, like Mark Strong, as you were talking about, and everything, they're just sneering. That's all. They just come on, they're like, I'm evil. But then the invading French, there's a part where, okay, we don't know too much about this French army, and that's why we don't really care about the invasion, but there's a part where we have to see how bad they are. Now, it's not bad enough that they lock people up in a room.
Women and children,
and babies, and set the bottom of the building on fire so that the smoke will choke these people. Mm-hmm. But as they do this and walk away, they're like all the French people, like Drake and buddies. It's like they just left, like they just got out of a bar. They're like, hey, look at that, we just locked some old women and babies up in the building.
Yeah, hey, good massacre, right?
Yeah. They're all like hugging each other as they walk away. And they're like, killing people, ain't it, gay?
I was like, those French can't even fucking kill people, right? It's like, what are they doing, smoking them to death? I don't get. You have fire. They're in a place that's easily flammable. You just throw the fucking fire in there, all right?
No, because the meat doesn't taste right. You'll scorch it. You gotta smoke that.
They were cooking them.
Yeah, that's what we call a French picnic, right?
The French invented barbecues.
They ate women and babies.
Yeah, they eat snails. They're clearly not particular.
And that was the fakest ass looking baby that they put out. Because they're trying to get the people out, and through a window they have this bundle of towels. And somebody's like, save the baby.
Yeah.
Save the baby. I was like, that's a sock.
I know. And then you hear the terrible sound effect that sounds like something you can just get off the internet. It's like,
man. Plus, like, save the baby. Hey, how about put the fire out? Save us all. I'm just saying.
It would have been funnier if that baby would. It would have been funnier if that baby would have flown out. It's like,
and even in that scene, it's like 5 hours later, Robin Hood comes down a hill. Those people would have been dead by that point. Those people, they would have opened that door. It would have been steaks and sausages. Man, is there anything that y'all can think of that's good about this?
Well, I mean, I will give them points just that they tried to make it feel real. They tried to do something with Robin Hood people hadn't done before yet. Okay, points for trying. It just didn't work because it was like they were so focused on getting all these little details right that they forgot about the actual meat of the story. They forgot about the characters. They forgot to make us like these people or care about what happened to them. So it doesn't really matter all that other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, but you know, I mean, hey, it seemed like a good idea on paper is the best thing I can say.
Yeah, on paper. Keep it there.
Yeah, that's probably all I can give you. I mean, you know what? Are we doing our ratings, or are we just talking?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do it. I just wanted to hear, did you think of anything good in this at all?
You know what? For there was so much of it where I was just like, well, I guess I don't hate it. And then by the time it got to the end, I kind of did. It just, you know what? If it had been shorter, if it had been an hour and a half and could have been compressed, I could have been like, all right, this movie's forgettable, but it was okay. But it wasn't. It dragged us through way longer than it should have. And
well, can you think of anything good at all? You know?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the trees looked realistic and the dirt on the road looked pretty cool.
That was all CG, dude.
Yeah, and the horses, they were really emoting, when they were running around. So
the horses were the best actors.
Yeah.
No, you know what,
that's
man?
that's about all I can say.
I really want to find something to say that would make me give this a rental, but all I could do is just keep complaining about this. I'm kind of pissed that they kept me in this movie 2.5 hours, and then at the end it's like, oh, and here comes Robin Hood. Now, I admire them for trying to do something different with Robin Hood. I really do. But they made it painfully boring, and it lacks any sense of adventure. So I got to give this some more bullshit.
Wow. Okay. I'm not strong enough of disliking to give it some old bullshit. And you're right. There's not a lot to like here. And yet most of it, if this had been an hour and a half, I'd probably be like, yeah, it was all right. But it's 2.5 hours long, which brings it down a lot. I still can't give it any worse though than a low rental, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, I that's where I hovered for the longest time until and really at 2 hours I could have gone low rental. It would have been the lowest rental, but it would have been low rental. But 2.5, and then they have that ending that says, and the legend begins. Like, hey, man, I got to give this some old bullshit just on the general principle that they cannot make another one.
No, please, God, no!
It ends here. Some old bullshit.
It ends here!
You know what? I'm changing my rating. You said it. It's some old bullshit. You're right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I don't want there to be a sequel. You're right. It's like, don't do that. No, bad. No. Bad call.
Honestly, I'm giving this movie a fuck you because I was fucking dying in that theater. I'm serious. I mean, I could feel everyone in that theater just being pissed off. Even like some other critics were just looking at me like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are we in here fucking suffering like this? And I'm like, I feel you, man. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't have any matches, so I can't start a fire. But no, it's
seriously. We were in there so long. I thought the French were going to light a fire under us.
We were all looking for someone to blame, but I came out and Coase rolled over my foot. I'm like, ow! He's like, fuck you, Cyrus.
No, I'm sure.
How is this my fault?
No, that's one of those movies that it makes you. The more you realize you're bored, you're like, I'm kind of angry right now because I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, no. And I guarantee you the fucking French were probably outside trying to start a fire, and those dumbasses once again failed. I'm stuck in there to the end of the movie. I'm like, get me out of here. I don't even want to be here for the credits, please.
I did feel like I was asphyxiating at one point.
Oh, man. Those closing credits were terrible. Didn't even go with the movie. I don't know what they were doing. I tell you, boy, in 1938, The Adventures of Robin Hood, Errol Flynn's coming out like, ain't so gay now, am I?
Oh, shit.
No, you still kind of gay, but you're much more entertaining than this.
Rise and rise again until lambs become